Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're counting down the top 20 single-player games on Nintendo Switch. These are games where you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy an amazing experience all by yourself. No online required, just pure gaming goodness. Let's get into it. Absolum, released on October 9th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch, stands out as one of the most refined single-player brawlers of the year. Set in the fractured world of Telem, it follows a rebellion rising against the oppressive Sun King Azra after a magical calamity reshapes the land. You play as one of several unique heroes, each bringing a distinct combat rhythm, from quick, precise strikes to powerful, magic-infused blows. The gameplay blends classic side-scrolling action with roguelite depth, rewarding skill and experimentation. Every encounter demands timing, dodging, and combo mastery, while each run reshuffles paths, relics, and upgrades, keeping progression dynamic. What makes Absolum shine is how it layers strategy without losing the raw satisfaction of a well-executed combo. The world design feels handcrafted, the animation fluid, and the pacing deliberate, giving players a sense of growth and discovery with every attempt. It's a game built for those who love to fight, fail, and come back stronger, one run at a time. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster brings back two classic JRPGs that many people missed when they originally came out on PlayStation. The first game puts you in the role of a young man who gets caught up in a rebellion against a corrupt empire, and you'll need to recruit 108 different characters to build your army and headquarters. The sequel follows a similar structure but tells an even better story about friendship, war, and betrayal, with more complex characters and emotional moments. The battle system uses turn-based combat, where you control up to 6 party members, and there are also large-scale army battles and one-on-one duels that break up the standard combat. Both games feature a base-building element, where your headquarters grows as you recruit more characters, each bringing their own shops, minigames, and side activities. The remaster adds quality-of-life improvements like auto-battle, conversation logs, and the ability to switch between the classic pixel graphics and updated HD sprites. The character recruitment is the heart of these games. Finding all 108 Stars of Destiny is incredibly satisfying, and many have their own side stories. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles offers a deeply engaging single-player experience, blending tactical depth with a mature story in a richly detailed medieval fantasy setting. You're guiding a young noble caught in the crossfire of political intrigue and war, while commanding squads across isometric battlefields where terrain, elevation, and positioning all matter. The job system gives you tremendous freedom, starting from basic roles and eventually unlocking classes like Summoner, Archer, or Arithmetician, each with an array of branching abilities that reward experimentation. Story-wise, the tone is serious without being melodramatic. Themes of loyalty, social hierarchy, and conflict drive the narrative, letting the characters and world feel substantial. On the gameplay side, the updates enhance the experience. For example, modern UI improvements, autosave, and optional difficulty settings make it more accessible. Yet, the core mechanics remain true to the original. The pace demands strategic thinking and patience, but that leads to satisfying mastery when it clicks. Whether you're revisiting this classic or stepping in fresh, it stands out as one of the best single-player strategy RPGs on the platform.
On my honor. A good choice. This will suffice. Feel my wrath!
Embrace inevitable end! Judgment Blade!
Bring sinners to account!
Trails in the Sky First Chapter on Nintendo Switch is a standout single-player JRPG that perfectly balances narrative depth and strategic gameplay. You follow Estelle and Joshua, two young bracers, as they navigate the vibrant realm of Liberl, handling everything from everyday tasks to uncovering conspiracies that threaten the nation. The combat system combines turn-based tactics with movement on a grid, integrating elemental magic, arts, and special attacks, crafts that reward thoughtful planning and positioning. Exploration is equally engaging, with towns, villages, and dungeons filled with side quests, hidden treasures, and meaningful NPC interactions that make the world feel alive. The game's story gradually escalates from lighthearted camaraderie to layered political intrigue, ensuring your investment grows alongside the characters. Modernized graphics, voice acting in key scenes, and quality-of-life improvements enhance the original experience without compromising its classic JRPG charm. Trails in the Sky First Chapter is a meticulously crafted adventure that rewards strategy, curiosity, and engagement with its rich world. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound on Nintendo Switch is a standout single-player action experience that blends fast-paced combat with precise platforming in a side-scrolling format. You take control of Kenji Mozu, a young ninja defending his village from a mysterious demonic invasion, and the gameplay demands both timing and strategy, as you chain attacks, dodge enemy strikes, and switch between characters to utilize unique abilities. The combat system rewards skillful execution, offering fluid combos, fusion attacks, and a satisfying sense of momentum, while the stage design challenges you to master both vertical and horizontal movement. The story unfolds naturally through your journey, balancing tense action sequences with quieter moments that develop the characters and their motivations. Visually, Ragebound combines modern pixel art with dynamic animations, making every encounter feel impactful. And the soundtrack reinforces the intensity without overwhelming the experience. For fans of skill-based action and classic ninja gameplay, this title delivers a refined, engaging adventure that keeps the challenge high and the pacing tight. Metroid Prime Remastered brings the GameCube classic to Switch with stunning visual upgrades and modernized controls. You play as bounty hunter Samus Aran exploring the planet Talon 4, which has been corrupted by a mutagen called Phazon. The game is a first-person adventure where you'll scan the environment to learn about the world's history, solve environmental puzzles, and fight hostile creatures and space pirates. Combat requires switching between different beam weapons that are effective against specific enemy types, and you'll use missiles for tougher foes. The exploration is the real highlight. The planet is one interconnected world with areas you can't access until you find specific upgrades like the Morph Ball, Grapple Beam, or various suit enhancements. Backtracking to previous areas with new abilities opens up shortcuts and reveals hidden power-ups that increase your health and missile capacity. Boss battles are pattern-based puzzles where you need to figure out their weakness and exploit it. The remaster runs at 60 frames per second and looks incredible with enhanced textures and lighting. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 offers one of the most ambitious single-player RPG experiences on the platform, fully immersing you in the neon-soaked metropolis of Night City. You play as V, a customizable mercenary navigating a sprawling urban landscape, where choices matter and consequences ripple through both story and environment. The gameplay blends first-person shooting, stealth, hacking, and exploration, giving players multiple approaches to combat and problem-solving, while the progression system lets you enhance cybernetic abilities, weapons, and gear to match your playstyle. The world is dense with side missions, character-driven quests, and narrative threads that gradually reveal the power struggles and human stories beneath the city's glittering surface. On Switch 2, the game impresses with smooth performance and responsive controls, maintaining the depth of the open world while keeping the pacing tight. The Ultimate Edition also includes the Phantom Liberty expansion, expanding the story and adding new challenges, making it a complete, engaging adventure that rewards curiosity, strategy, and careful decision-making.
Get the target out under fire, and definitely don't want to slow in your back.
Wait, not needed.
One shot, one bite. У меня для тебя подарок. Я его зацепил. Hey, watch it.
Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is a farming sim where you inherit a small farm in a town trying to revive its once famous weekly bazaar. Your goal is to grow crops, raise animals, and sell your products at the bazaar to help bring prosperity back to the community. The core gameplay loop involves planting and watering crops each day, taking care of livestock, and gathering resources like wood and stone. Unlike some farming games, the bazaar system means you're not selling items instantly. You set up a stall once a week and need to stock it with products villagers want to buy. This creates a satisfying planning element, where you need to grow the right crops and craft popular items. You can also befriend villagers by talking to them, giving gifts, and completing requests, eventually dating and marrying one of the eligible bachelors or bachelorettes. The relationship system is deeper than you'd expect, with each character having detailed personalities and story arcs. Seasonal festivals and events break up the daily routine, and you can expand your farm with new buildings and animals as you earn more money. Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist is a dark fantasy Metroidvania where you play as Lilac, an artificer with the ability to save homunculi, artificial beings corrupted by a mysterious force. The kingdom has fallen into ruin, and you'll explore beautiful but haunting environments, uncovering what caused the collapse. The combat system lets you summon saved homunculi to fight alongside you, each with unique abilities and attack patterns. You can have multiple spirits equipped and switch between them during combat to create combos and exploit enemy weaknesses. As you explore, you'll find upgrade materials to strengthen both Lilac and her homunculi companions. The platforming requires precision, with abilities like air dashes and wall climbs, and the level design cleverly gates areas behind ability checks that make backtracking feel rewarding when you unlock new paths. Boss fights are spectacular, multi-phase battles against corrupted homunculi that you'll eventually save and add to your team. The hand-drawn art style is absolutely gorgeous, with fluid animations and atmospheric lighting that creates a melancholic mood. Super Mario Bros. Wonder takes everything great about 2D Mario and injects it with pure creativity and surprises. Mario and friends travel to the Flower Kingdom, where the evil Bowser fuses with a castle, and you need to collect Wonder Seeds to stop him. The game's standout feature is the Wonder Flower. Grab one, and the level transforms in completely unpredictable ways. Pipes might start dancing and moving around. Mario could turn into a spike ball rolling through blocks. Enemies might start singing, or the entire level could shift into a different art style. These wonder effects make every level feel fresh and exciting, because you never know what's coming. The new Elephant power-up lets you swing your trunk to attack enemies and break blocks, spray water to activate platforms, and store water to put out fires. There's also the Drill power-up for burrowing through ceilings and floors, and the Bubble power-up that traps enemies. The badge system adds another layer. You can equip one badge that gives you special abilities, like wall jumping, auto super mushroom at the start of levels, or a parachute cap. Astral Chain is an action game from Platinum Games, where you play as a rookie cop in a futuristic city that's being invaded by interdimensional creatures. The twist is, you control both your character and a captured creature called a legion that's chained to you. In combat, you're fighting with your baton while simultaneously commanding your legion to attack from different angles, wrap enemies in chains, or defend you from incoming attacks. There are 5 different legion types you unlock throughout the game: sword, arrow, arm, beast, and axe. And each one has completely different abilities, both in combat and exploration. Outside of fights, you'll investigate crime scenes using your legion's special vision modes, question suspects, and solve puzzles by using specific legion powers, like sending your beast through tight spaces or creating platforms with your arm legion. The story involves family secrets, questions about humanity, and uncovering a conspiracy about the invasion. The combat starts simple, but gets incredibly deep as you learn to sync your attacks with your legion, switch between different legion types mid-combo, and position the chain to trip or bind multiple enemies at once.
This is PD-025. I need backup ASAP. I found someone who needs evac. We've got an officer down. Someone come give me a hand over here.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening is a full remake of the Game Boy Classic, with a charming, toy-like art style that makes everything look like miniature dioramas. Link washes up on Koholint Island after a storm, and needs to collect 8 instruments to wake the windfish and escape the island. The catch is that as you progress, you start learning unsettling truths about the island and its inhabitants that add emotional weight to your journey. Gameplay is classic 2D Zelda. You explore an interconnected overworld, dive into dungeons filled with puzzles and enemies, and gradually gain new items like the hookshot, power bracelet, and Rock's Feather that let you reach previously inaccessible areas. Each dungeon has a unique gimmick and ends with a boss fight that requires you to use your newest item creatively. Combat is simple but satisfying, with sword slashes, bombs, and a shield to block attacks. The remake adds a dungeon maker, where you can arrange rooms you've cleared into custom dungeons and share them. The game respects your time, with quick loading and smooth performance throughout. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is a massive sci-fi RPG where humanity crash lands on the alien planet Mira after Earth gets destroyed in a war between alien races. You create your own character who joins Blade, an organization focused on exploring Mira, recovering pieces of the crashed ship, and ensuring humanity's survival. The planet is absolutely enormous, with 5 distinct continents filled with diverse ecosystems, towering creatures, and alien civilizations. Combat happens in real time, where you auto-attack while selecting special arts from your skill palette, building up a meter to unleash powerful soul voices when prompted. The class system lets you master different weapon types and playstyles, eventually allowing you to mix and match arts from multiple classes. About 30 hours in, you unlock Skells, giant mechs you can pilot that completely transform exploration and combat, by letting you fly across the map and take on the game's massive boss creatures. The main story involves uncovering why alien factions are hunting humanity and dealing with political tensions within New Los Angeles. But the real draw is exploring every corner of Mira and taking on hundreds of side missions that flesh out your party members and the world.
We can do this!
Let's see what we've got.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get
Target
up!
in sight.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land brings the pink puffball into full 3D for the first time in a mainline game. Set in a post-apocalyptic world where nature has reclaimed abandoned human cities. Kirby gets pulled into this mysterious land and needs to rescue Waddle Dees that have been kidnapped by the Beast Pack. The 3D gameplay still feels like Kirby, You inhale enemies to steal their copy abilities, like Sword, Fire, or Ranger, then use those powers to fight through levels and solve environmental puzzles. The new addition is Mouthful Mode, where Kirby swallows huge objects like cars, vending machines, or light bulbs, and controls them to overcome obstacles. Each ability can be upgraded multiple times by collecting blueprints and spending coins, turning basic powers into devastating ultimate forms like Volcano Fire or Meta Knight Sword. Levels are filled with hidden Waddle Dees that unlock new areas in your hub town, adding shops and minigames. Boss fights are creative and challenging, requiring you to learn patterns and pick the right copy ability for the job. The game has a surprising amount of post-game content, with harder challenge levels and a tougher boss rush mode. Hollow Knight Silksong on Nintendo Switch is a standout single-player Metroidvania that expands the scope and depth of the original game while introducing fresh mechanics and a new protagonist. You step into the boots of Hornet, a skilled and agile protector, transported to the enigmatic kingdom of Farloom, where every corner hides secrets, challenges, and intricate platforming puzzles. Combat is tight and rewarding, combining acrobatic maneuvers, precise attacks, and a system of energy-based abilities that encourages strategic play and experimentation. The world is hand-drawn and rich in detail, filled with diverse biomes, hidden pathways, and over 40 unique boss encounters that test timing, skill, and patience. Exploration is enhanced by tools, fast travel points, and quest lines that make the journey feel dynamic and alive. Silksong balances challenging gameplay with careful world building, creating an experience where every discovery, from secret items to story beats, feels earned. For fans of tight combat and expansive exploration, it's a meticulously crafted adventure that rewards both curiosity and mastery. Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Nintendo Switch stands as one of the finest single-player platforming experiences on the console, offering both the original and its sequel in a single, polished package. Players guide Mario across a series of imaginative galaxies, each filled with unique gravitational challenges, clever platforming, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. The core gameplay revolves around tight controls, precision jumps, and the creative use of gravity, with power-ups and abilities in the sequel, like riding Yoshi and using new items, adding variety and depth. The worlds are vibrant and diverse, ranging from lush planets to mechanical galaxies, and exploration is always rewarded with hidden collectibles that encourage replay and mastery. Orchestral music and charming visual design bring each galaxy to life, reinforcing the whimsical yet adventurous tone of the narrative. Both titles excel in pacing, gradually introducing new mechanics while keeping the gameplay engaging, making the combined package a definitive celebration of 3D Mario platforming that remains fresh, challenging, and incredibly satisfying. Fire Emblem Three Houses is a tactical RPG where you play as a mercenary who becomes a professor at the Garreg Mach Monastery, choosing to lead one of three houses: the Black Eagles, Blue Lions, or Golden Deer. Each house has different students, with their own personalities, abilities, and connections to the larger political situation brewing between three nations. The game splits between calendar-based school sections, where you teach students, build relationships, and explore the monastery, and tactical battles, where you position units on grid-based maps to complete objectives. Combat uses a weapon triangle system, where swords beat axes, axes beat lances and lances beat swords, plus magic and bows for ranged attacks. You train students in different weapon types and skills to customize their classes. Any student can become any class if you train them properly. The relationship system affects both story and gameplay, since bonded units fight better together. And you'll unlock support conversations that reveal character backstories. The route you choose dramatically changes the story in the second half, with each path offering completely different perspectives on the same continental war.
I must stay focused. What should I do? Had to be done.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is set in Ionios, a world where two nations, Keves and Agnes, are locked in endless war, and soldiers only live for 10 years before their terms expire. You control Noah from Keves and Mio from Agnes, along with 4 other party members from both sides, who band together after discovering their nation's dark secrets. The real-time combat system is the most refined in the series. You auto-attack while positioning yourself, and triggering arts with cooldown timers, building up a meter to chain massive combo attacks with your whole party. The key mechanic is Ouroboros, where pairs of characters fuse into powerful hybrid forms with unique abilities and devastating attacks. You can switch between 7 different classes per character by learning from heroes you recruit, letting you build completely custom playstyles. The world is split into massive, interconnected regions filled with powerful enemies, hidden areas, and side quests that add emotional depth to the main story. Every party member gets serious character development through both the main plot and optional hero quests.
Crash down!
Time to get crushed!
Hades 2 on Nintendo Switch is a standout single-player roguelike that builds on the strengths of its predecessor while introducing a fresh protagonist and new gameplay layers. You play as Malinoe, the immortal princess of the underworld, navigating procedurally generated domains filled with enemies, traps, and challenging bosses as you attempt to confront Kronos, the Titan of Time. Combat is fast, fluid, and highly responsive, blending melee, ranged, and magical abilities, with each weapon offering distinct playstyles that reward experimentation. Power-ups from Olympian gods add strategic variety, allowing each run to feel unique, while encouraging players to adapt and refine their approach. Beyond the action, the game shines in its narrative delivery, unfolding through interactions with familiar and new characters from Greek mythology, giving context and emotional depth to your journey. With its refined mechanics, replayability, and immersive world design, Hades 2 delivers a challenging yet rewarding single-player experience that keeps the tension and excitement high from start to finish.
Caskets.
Donkey Kong Bonanza on Nintendo Switch 2 delivers one of the most engaging single-player platforming experiences in recent years, combining classic series charm with modern gameplay innovations. Players take control of Donkey Kong as he explores diverse and intricately designed environments, from icy caverns to volcanic landscapes and dense jungles, each filled with secrets, collectibles, and platforming challenges. Central to the gameplay are the Banandium gems, which unlock transformations that grant Donkey Kong unique abilities, such as enhanced strength or speed, allowing for creative problem-solving and varied combat strategies. The game also integrates environmental interaction in a meaningful way, letting players manipulate terrain, break obstacles, and uncover hidden paths. While cooperative options exist, the single-player experience shines through its pacing, level design, and rewarding exploration. Combined with a lighthearted yet engaging story and vibrant visuals, Bananza captures the thrill of discovery and precision platforming, making it a standout title for fans of action-adventure platformers on the Switch too.
The enemies guarding these routes, so use all the power at your disposal to take on a host of powerful foes. By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing.
And that's our top 20 single-player games on Nintendo Switch. Whether you're into challenging action games, deep RPGs, or creative platformers, there's something here for everyone. Let me know in the comments which game you're most excited to try, and what single-player games you think deserve to be on this list. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.